Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm talking about feeling ugly in recovery, and I just kind of wanted to talk about this because then you guys don't feel, so alone. And I think that's a big part in recovery, not feeling so alone and knowing other people are going through the same thing, and it will get better because you've seen like other people feel better with the thing you're struggling with. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into this because this is like the 20th time I filmed this, so I'm not even joking. Like, I had so many bloopers. But yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so the first thing I kind of just want to talk about is people don't see as big of a difference in you as you see. Like, when someone, let's say, doesn't like their eyebrows and they're like, oh, I really don't like my eyebrows. You really can't tell a difference most of the time. Like, if someone says, I don't like my hair, you can't tell a difference and you're like, oh no, it's fine, no one can notice. It's literally the same with recovery. Like, people might think you look better and healthier, like a glow up, but I don't think anyone will see it in a negative way. Like, everyone will just be like, oh, you look really pretty, or you look very good, like, because I remember when I went back to school, I was like, everyone's gonna be able to tell I gained weight, and I was like panicking. I was like, no, I can't handle this. But literally no one noticed. Like, no one said anything. Like, even my friend who I told about it, like my recovery to when I went back to school, didn't notice. Like, it wasn't a big deal to anyone at all. So if that's something you're worried about, like your new body, I think it's just you might be used to seeing the same body every day for quite a while. So now when you see something different, you think it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing and no one can tell a difference. Okay, that was a bit of a ramble, but I hope you guys get the point from that. The second thing I want to talk about, it's kind of like, this is going to sound really weird and silly, but pretty and ugly stages. I don't think anyone's going to get what I mean by this, but may as well talk about it. I felt this a lot in recovery, where I think this is a normal thing even if you're not going through recovery, but where you feel pretty for like a month and then you feel really ugly for the next month. I don't know why I said month like that. This is going to sound a little bit silly, but it's something to do, I don't really know what it's to do with, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to mention it. Like, let's say in my weigh day, like the big weigh day, if I've gained loads of weight, I might have a bit of a bad week and think I look, and a bit of a bad body image and think I look bad and stuff like that. And if I've lost weight or not get enough, I might be like, oh, I look good, like, and think I look like great, which obviously one can't be true because it happened straight after the weigh day, and two, I forgot what my second point was, I'm not gonna lie, but that's just like something I'm not really sure about. I just kind of wanted to mention, if you guys go through this, I think it's just a normal thing to go through. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to mention. The third one is kind of links to the pretty and ugly stages, but kind of doesn't, but the, like, when you go through those ugly stages, like those low stages, like quite often when I'm going through the ugly stages, I could be feeling a bit poo, like my mental health could just be bad. But sometimes literally through the pretty stages, I could still be mentally bad, but the eating feels 10 times worse when you're going through those ugly stages, and I think it's just about pushing through. Like, I know you don't want to, like, it's like the worst thing you can imagine, pushing through those ugly stages, like eating. But that's genuinely the thing I think has made me feel better, and you probably won't believe it now. I never did, but if I eat through those ugly stages, then I go to a pretty stage, because I think in a weird way, the more weight I gain, the better I look, because I guess my body needed it. And it goes to show, like, you just need to eat through those like bad ugly stages, and it's not gonna make you look worse or feel worse. It's a good thing, Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, I just need to read it, but okay, so again, this is one of the ones that are kind of hard to explain, but where you look back at like old pictures, maybe at the start of your recovery or when you were ill, or like even just a month ago, you think, ew, I look so bad. And that just goes to show that food is medicine, I guess. And I know you guys have heard that like 20 times, and I'm cringing when I say it because I hate when people say that. I'm like, stop. But it goes to show it's true, and I just kind of wanted to show some proof, I guess, because I have a hard time believing that still. But then I look back at a picture literally from like a month ago, I'm not joking, like a month ago, and I'm like, okay, I look healthier and better, and that goes to show recovery is worth it. And even though you may hit some low points just because you feel ugly at some points in recovery, I think it hits harder in recovery, even though most people feel, I think I'm really not making sense right now, like I genuinely think I'm talking nonsense, but we move on. Everyone goes through ugly stages in their life, I think, but it hits harder in recovery because you have something to blame it on. You're like, oh, it's the food I'm eating, when it's not. Like, the food you're eating is going to make it better and make you feel better and not blame it on it. That made no sense. I hope someone got me with that. And then the last thing, but the most important thing, is just kind of reminding yourself it's gonna work out okay. Like, you've seen so many people that come out of recovery looking like 10 times better. Like, there's this new trend on TikTok, I can't remember the audio, but it's come up on my feed page a couple of times, where people show themselves when they were like mentally ill or like going through recovery, and then after, where they came out like 10 times better and they've had like a massive glow up. And I think those TikToks are actually quite useful to see, because then it's like, okay, recovery is not going to do this to me, because I think that's our biggest worry, like what it means to recover. But I think it's just about telling yourself it's all going to work out okay, and reminding yourself constantly, I'm doing this for a reason, even in those ugly stages. You're like, and honestly, I probably should have mentioned this earlier on, this sounds really bad. I'm sure you're not having an ugly stage, you just feel ugly, but you don't look ugly to others. I'm sure everyone looks at you and they're like, wow, they get prettier every day. I think it's just how you feel inside, and that's the only way I could think to describe it. I just realised how bad and mean it sounds, but I just kind of wanted to film this video, which was kind of hard to talk about, but I did it to make you guys feel better. I don't know what's going on with my hand, I'm just gonna like sit on my hands, to make you guys feel better and not so alone, because when I mention stuff like this on my live, I think it kind of helps people sometimes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope everyone has a really good day. It's actually Easter when I'm filming this, so I hope everyone's had a really good Easter. Comment the Easter egg you got, and I'll see you guys next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.